What is going on, guys? GT, I am the tie. Long time no see, right? But anyway, MCAT stuff is over. Obviously, you checked out my channel update thing. I got a little bit of a thing on that. I got an episode of the Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. Who doesn't like Final Fantasy VII, right? But anyway, I got a match here today against Cheese075. I actually have two matches. I was able to get on Skype. Fortunately, I was able to talk to Kote the other day and Cheese the other night. And obviously, if you haven't seen me on Skype too much, it's because my computer's being a piece of crap and the battery can't hold the charge or something. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. But anyway, I was able to squeeze in a couple of matches. And without further ado, some NU action. Let's get the thing started. I got a Zangoose out here against a Charizard. My Zangoose is Scarf and is packing Rock Slide. No way in heck someone's going to be predicting that. So I'm going to go for the Rock Slide on the Charizard. And that's going to take him out in one hit. So that's great. Unfortunately, he realizes that I'm Scarf and locked in the Rock Slide. He's going to go into Medicham. Going to force a switch on my end. I don't know if he's going to over-predict or if he's going to predict my switch this early in the match or just kind of play it safe. I'm going to go into my Hypno predicting some sort of fighting move. He goes for a Thunder Punch. I was really debating going into Gastrodon in that scenario, so obviously I'm a little bit disappointed. But obviously, because most Medichams are Scarfed, I'm going to go ahead and go for the T-Wave predicting a switch. In comes a Relicanth. Most of those that I've seen are Rock Polishers, so obviously getting the Parax on that is really, really good. I am expecting a Head Smash in this scenario. I'm going to switch into my Gastrodon. He gets the Parahax, and I was debating going for an Earth Power or a Toxic. It turns out that neither choice would have been very good, because in comes a Haunter, and I know that I'm actually expecting an Energy Ball from that guy, because I see a lot of Haunters and NU run Energy Ball, so I'm definitely going to make a switch. I'm going to switch into my Hypno predicting that special move, but he goes for a Substitute, and I really thought I'd be able to take the Light Screen, I'd be able to take the Shadow Ball a lot better, and then set up a Light Screen, and then break his Substitute with a Psychic, because I'm not running Seismic Toss on this guy, but he's Life Orb, so it does a lot more damage than I was expecting. He also got the Spit F drop, so I'm not going to be able to break his Substitute and also set up a Light Screen. I can only do one, and this is really throwing a wrench into my plans. I'm going to have to go into my Ampharos right now. This is kind of the plan that's formulating in my head right now. I don't have anyone that's really faster than this particular Haunter in my mind, other than my Scarf Zangoose right now. So I'm going to go for the T-Bolt. Obviously, because I got the Light Screen up, it's not going to be doing too much damage, and I'm thinking he's going to go for another Substitute. That way he can maximize the amount of HP that he can get when he Pain Splits me on the following turn. So I'm going to go ahead and break his Substitute with a T-Bolt, predict the Pain Split on this turn. I'm going to go ahead and go into Zangoose, because Zangoose has a little bit less HP. And he also has the ability to Scarf Pursuit this Haunter to dead. So that's what I'm going to do. And unfortunately, he misclicks and goes for a Substitute when he meant to go for a Pain Split. But obviously, I still think I would have been able to KO him, because I forget what the base defense on Haunter is, but I think it's like 35 or something ridiculous, right? It's something really, really low. But obviously, I'm locked into a Scarf Pursuit. I cannot kill the Relicanth in one hit with that. I don't want to get hit by any kind of move, a Rock Smash, a Waterfall, an Earthquake, whatever the heck those things are on. So I'm going to go into my Gastrodon, and Gastrodon takes it really, really nicely. Obviously, that's a 3-hit KO, and as long as I have the Gastrodon, the Relicanth is really, really useless to him, because it turns out it's actually a choice banded Relicanth. So I'm going to go for the Earth Power, figuring he's probably just going to hit me with a Head Smash or a Waterfall again, and then I'm going to go ahead and recover on the next turn, and then finish him off with an Earth Power. But unfortunately for him, he gets the Parahax, and it completely negates all that stuff, and at this point, I believe he's going to switch into a Jinx. Now, I've never fought a Jinx in my life, because obviously I don't play a lot of NU, so I have no idea what they're going to do. It goes for a Lovely Kiss. No way I'm expecting that, because I have no idea what these Jinxes normally run. I figure I'm going to go ahead and take this turn to try to wake up, but he sets up a Nasty Plot, to which I'm like, wait, Jinx learns Nasty Plot? Shit. Obviously, I'm debating whether I should go into Zangoose here. Obviously, if he goes for an Ice Beam or a Psychic, Zangoose is dead, so I think the safest way that I can possibly get someone into Revenge KO the Jinx is to let Gastrodon die. Maybe he can survive a Psychic, because he's got really nice special defense and a lot of good HP, and then hit the Jinx with an Earth Power. But no cigar, he's not able to take the hit. I get a switch into Zangoose. I was debating going for Rock Slide or Close Combat, but quite frankly, if I miss with Rock Slide, it's pretty much a good game. So I'm going to go for the Close Combat, and obviously he switches into Pinsir. Nice switch on his scenario. I am locked into Close Combat. I need to switch. I can't switch into my Ampharos in case he locks himself into Earthquake. So I'm going to go into my Vileplume, and he goes for an X-Scissor. Looking at the damage, I'm assuming that that's a choice Scarf Pinsir. Now, obviously, I can't go back into Zangoose in this scenario, because I'm pretty sure Pinsir outspeeds me. Even if he's adamant running max speed, he's going to outspeed me. So I'm going to go into my Ampharos, and I know I can take an X-Scissor. He might get Parahax. I'm going to hit him with the Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure that's going to be able to take him out, because Ampharos has really good special attack, and thankfully it is able to. And obviously, if you get that reference to the Big Bang Theory, then you're really, really awesome, by the way. But he gets switched into his Medicham. I think it's down to a 2v2 matchup. He got the Medicham, and he's got a Jinx. And I believe after taking out the Ampharos, I'm going to have a Zangoose. I'm going to have a Dragonair. there. And I think this is a little bit of a misplay on my end right here. I'm going to go ahead, go for the return, and I think what I should have done is I should have gone into Dragonair, hit him with an extreme speed, let him kill me off with a high jump kick, and then proceed to finish off the rest of his team by locking myself into return. But obviously I go into Zangoose expecting to take him out with the return. I can't, and unfortunately because I got the Dragonair out here, I can hit him with an extreme speed, turn this into a 1-0, but obviously I'm going to lose in that scenario, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance, hoping that maybe he might miss a high jump kick, and then that means that I can lock myself into Outrage and then kill the Jinx. But unfortunately that doesn't happen, so that is a very, very close game. Obviously I hope you guys enjoyed that first battle. I got a second battle coming up right now. We decided to play a little bit more NU because he asked if we wanted to play something different, but I was like, I love NU. NU is actually a lot of fun. So let's get the match started without further ado. He's going to lead off with a Typhlosion this time, and I am leading off with a Metang, and obviously that's the definition of a bad matchup for me. I need to switch. I'm going to go into the Baconator because I got the Thick Fat ability, and he's going to lock himself into Focus Blast, predicting a switch, and that could not have worked out better. Obviously, I'm expecting him to be Scarfed, so this is screaming set up a substitute in my mind. So I'm going to go for the sub, predicting a switch. In comes a Nidoqueen, and I'm like, wait, you're weak to Psychic. What are you doing? So obviously I'm thinking he might go for the taunt, but I'm going to be able to outspeed him. I'm going to be able to get up a Calm Mind before he does that. And he sets up some Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, whoa, that's even better for me. I'm going to go for the Psychic. I don't know if I want to set up a second substitute, or I want to set up a second Calm Mind, or just go for the Psychic right away. That way the Nidoqueen can't take out my substitute. But I go for the Psychic, and comes an Espeon, and because I got the residual damage, I'm thinking I'm going to be able to take out this cat out with the Signal Beam. But unfortunately, I am not able to, and obviously I don't know what type of Espeon this is. If it's Choice Spec, I still think it's going to roll my Grumpig, even after +1. Grumpig is way too valuable in my mind, so I'm going to switch to try to save the Espeon, and he's going to switch back into Typhlosion, and this sucks. I have no one I really want to switch out into. I don't know if he's going to predict my Grumpig switch in this scenario, so I'm going to keep my Porygon 2 in just to see what he's going to do, what he's going to lock himself into. He locked himself into Overheat as I go for the T-Bolt, and I'm actually stunned at how little damage this does, because I thought the Porygon 2 would hit a little bit harder than that, but come on. So obviously, I don't know if he's going to fodder out, if he's going to finish off my Porygon 2, so I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt, and he switches into Nidoqueen. I probably should have mixed it up, gone for an Ice Beam in that scenario, or just gone for the Recover, predicting him to switch, but no cigar. I'm going to go into Blossom, my Roselia. I'm looking at the speed IVs that I have on this Roselia, and I can outspeed a relaxed Nidoqueen with a minus speed nature, but unfortunately he's running some sort of speed EVs, and this particular Nidoqueen he's able to outspeed me. I missed the Sleep Powder, so he's going to start spamming Stealth Rocks until I get the sleep, because Cheese is a cool cat like that. And obviously we're playing for fun right now, and obviously at this point he's going to switch, because that's his sleep fodder. He's going to go into Magmortar. I was thinking he might go into Typhlosion, but I was like, at the same time, if he predicts me to predict that, he might not want to do that. So I go for the Giga Drain anyway, and he goes into a Magmortar. Obviously I have no one to really switch into in this scenario. Like, Roselia is pretty much my special wall, so obviously I need him. I need a safe switch into Sharpedo, because Sharpedo cannot take a Fire Blast to save his life. In comes a Poliwrath though as I go for the Surf, and obviously that's total garbage. I wish I had Scott's one that has Zen Head, but I need to switch now. I'm looking at the stats on the Metang, and I switched into him by accident. It's like Misty with her Psyduck, so that kind of sucks. If he's a bulk upset, then I feel like I'm pretty screwed, but he goes for a substitute, so I'm like, he's a sub puncher. That's okay. I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. I know that it's going to kill Espeon on the next turn. But obviously at this point, he's still got a substitute up. He killed off my DeLorean. I got the Rocks up. Obviously he got 2 fire types, so getting the Rocks up was a pretty big deal on my end. I'm going to go into Magmortar because I figure I'm going to be able to break the substitute this way. He's going to hit me with a Waterfall, and he has a chance of getting a burn because of the Flame Body. And if he gets a burn, I pretty much cripple his Poliwrath. I really can't do anything else. So he's going to go for the Waterfall. Obviously that's going to be able to take me out, but he's going to get the burn. And I'm thinking, great, that means that Grumpig can use this guy's setup fodder now. That's pretty much what's playing in my head. I don't know if he's going to switch in this scenario. I don't know if he wants to set up a substitute, predicting me to set up a substitute and then substitute alongside me. So I'm going to go for the Psychic, and just to make sure that if he goes for a substitute, he's not going to be able to make one. He goes for the Waterfall straight away. Obviously, I don't know how much damage this is going to do, but looking at it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that he's teetering right on the edge between where he might be able to break my substitute and he might not, based on min-max damage. So I'm going to go for the Calm Mind. Obviously, I am a little bit behind in the match. Actually, I'm not just a little bit behind. I'm way behind. I think it's down to like, it's 2 versus 5, I believe, at this point. So I'm going to set up a combine, set up 2 combines, and at this point I believe I need 91 HP to make a substitute. He's doing around 90, like between 90 and something else, so I'm going to go set up a substitute. Based on the min-max damage, I'm going to take a gamble right here. He is not able to break my substitute, which means I'm going to be able to take out this Polyrath. I was kind of hoping the burn damage would have finished him off before I needed to do that, but unfortunately it doesn't. So I'm going to take him out with a Psychic. Obviously I'm behind a substitute, so he needs to switch into something. Now he switches into Magmortar. I was thinking what I want to do here, but obviously I don't know if I want to set up a Combine again or I want to go directly for a go for the Psychic to take out the Magmortar. But if I set up 3 Combines, I feel like every single person I've seen on his team is a special attacker, so there's no way they're going to be able to hurt the Grumpig at that point. But he goes for the T-Bolt and he gets the Parahax, and I'm like, ooh. It really sucks, and not only that, he gets like the first turn Parahax on me, so he feels bad, but he's gonna spam the Thunderbolt. I'm gonna get the Parahax again, and obviously at this point he does expect the Magmortar to die. He thinks that that's really cheesy, not to be like kind of punny right there. So he's gonna switch into an Espeon, just so I can get a little bit of leftover recovery, just to kind of make up for the fact that I get Parahax 3 times in a row. And he's gonna go into Magmortar. He's gonna attempt to finish me off the T-Bolt, but obviously he's not gonna be able to because I got 3 Combines under my belt. Because Grumpig is so made of wind. I'm able to finish him off with a Psychic. Obviously, Grumpig is doing a ton of work in this match, and you guys have normally seen me with a Scarf Grumpig, but I do make setup Grumpigs, just in case, just to keep you guys honest if you guys ever play me. But in comes the Typhlosion. Unfortunately, because I'm at 37 HP as opposed to like 65 or something like that, he's going to be able to take me out with a Hidden Power Electric or Hidden Power Grass, whatever he's got. And obviously, I'm expecting him to be Scarf, so I have to go for the Aqua Jet right here, take out the Typhlosion. And it really depends on what his last guy is, because obviously he got a Sleeping Nidoqueen, but unfortunately he's got a Blossom, because I'm down to my last guy, and I'm thinking I wish I had the Poison Jab like Master Pokemon Andy. I wish I had access to Zen Headbutt for the possible flinch, but unfortunately I gotta rely on a critical hit with the Crunch. I do not get it. He's able to take me out with a Leaf Storm, and that is a 2-0, but also that is also a really good game. So obviously I hope you guys enjoyed those 2 videos, those 2 battles. Definitely feel free to click the like button if you did. Obviously I'm a little bit out of the loop, probably showed a little bit of rest, but I hope you guys don't mind too much. You know, it doesn't really I really just hope that you guys enjoy those videos, because I've really missed putting videos up on YouTube, and obviously more Final Fantasy VII stuff to come, more battles to come if I can get my laptop to stop being crappy, and I'll catch you guys another time. Bye.